Hello everyone. In this video I want to share with you some Luminar Neo fall updates. We will have some updates regarding the software, but we also have some updates regarding the plans. Let's start with the updates. The following updates will be delivered gradually over the next few months. One of the upcoming features will be GenErase. GenErase is actually very simple. It's a next generation erase tool that not only removes unwanted distractions from your image, but also replaces those areas using content-aware tools, providing a focused and distraction-free composition. This feature preserves the integrity of your photo by intelligently filling the gaps with textures and other elements to match the surrounding area. GenErase can seamlessly remove objects like trash, streets, signs, vehicles, graffiti, and more to preserve the beauty of the composition. So basically, it's that what we know from like when we use Photoshop, make a selection and leave here this blank. Then it will remove it with content, with AI content. It's actually that. I'm really happy that Luminar Neo is adding all those AI features to their software as well, because I take the best of both software for me to generate the composition and the visions I really have. It will be interesting to see how those features will be in comparison with Photoshop. Another new feature will be SceneExpand. This tool enables users to extend the boundaries of your photo, actually adding a new dimension to original composition, whether creating panoramic, landscape, or adding breathtaking rooms to favorite images. SceneExpand offers the ability to break free from additional aspect ratios to unlock new creative possibilities, actually the same what we also have in Photoshop yet. For example, I have here one of my composition. I want to expand it to a ratio I might like, probably just to show you what that means. Then we can change here to standard, to generative fill, and hit OK. Then it will be expanded the way it could be. This seems to me right. Well, let's correct this. We leave it empty just to tell Photoshop that it just needs to be corrected. And that's what we have. This feature will be very interesting to compare with the performance of the current expand of Photoshop. So I'm looking forward to test that out as well. So let's get back to the new features of Luminar Neo. Another one will be SceneSwap. This might be interesting for testing. I believe it's gonna be same as when you fill in the gen fill here as image selection and fill in generative fill what you want to see. I imagine this is going to be the same. So that will be, you can replace specific elements such as sky or foreground with high quality AI generated visuals that blend also seamlessly with the rest of your photo. Imagine just a stunning sunset replacing dull overcast sky or crystal clear azure waters instead of a murky pound in your photo. So I think this will be really interesting to see what we can do here as well. I imagine the next one as a real time saver. So the water enhancer, let me show you some pictures here and some example. This could really be time saving so much. So it's designed actually to enhance water features in aquatic scenes, giving landscape photos greater visual impact because water sometimes looks really muggy. I think this is the right word. So that would be a real time saver, I imagine. And now we are coming to a very artistic feature, the neon and glow. Neon and glow elevates your creations with an impressive light effects. This tool will allow you to overcome challenges such as inadequate lighting conditions, seamlessly blend visual striking neon elements into the composition, making them even more intriguing. But however, this might not be your approach, but it's a nice tool you might expect. It's probably worth trying out for some purposes. Maybe you have a use case for it, so it could be really cool, I think. But for me, actually, I don't see any use case at the moment. Last but not least, we are coming to Studio Light. I really like that because it's really a time saver, and because you can do that also in Photoshop by painting. But I see it as a really cool feature, and I think there are many use cases for it. It gives cool effects, and this one will be the first one delivered by end of August. I'm give you here some examples, and this is really cool. I will show you that now in a minute, what you can really do with it. It's a creative tool for portrait that faithfully replace lightning effects usually achieved with expensive technical equipment, I would say in the studio or even in Photoshop. In the post-production, I would do it in Photoshop, of course, because I'm much more faster. But it gives really, really cool and artistic touch and really professional, I would say. I really like that a lot. Let's jump in. At the time of recording this video, studio light works only on people, on person, on subjects. I tried with animals, yes, it worked, but I think it's not, it could be improved. So on people, that works really. There, of course, are two ways you can do that. I'm here in Photoshop because I have some ideas. So first of all, I'm going to remove the background. I'm using here a plugin because this plugin actually makes the best selections. So I really like that a lot. The selections within Photoshop, there are different ways you can do it. They're not that good as this plugin does. By the way, this is not sponsored by this plugin, so just something I really use, and it's a pretty big time saver. So because I want to change it, it was a studio shot, and I have some backgrounds created I want to apply. So I have this light texture here. I'm going to add, oops, this is the one here. I want to add that to my composition. So I'm going to just drag it in here, and let me do that now. Here we go. Then I just scale it because I like that a lot. And here we go. And of course, you can make some adjustments in light and stuff like that, but I just keep it like so. The selection is fine. I think we need to do some changes of light, but let's keep it for the moment. So what I do now, I could even convert that to a smart object. I do a stamp up by Control-Shift-Alt-E and right-click, convert to a smart object. Then I go to Filter and Luminar Neo. This is going to perform now in the beta version for Luminar Neo with all the studio light, so it might change the UI in the future because of this time of this recording I was using a beta version from Luminar Neo for the studio light to present. So I'm here now in Luminar Neo, and you find the studio light here at the right side. First of all, I want to just make some adjustments in the light, and I just take down the exposure a bit. We might correct that later, but I think it's going to work better like to show you. So I take that. Of course, you can do much more. As you know, you can edit whatever you want. I'm just going to present you the studio light. It's going to open it in this tab. And the cool thing is I like the stripes here. And first of all, we need to go up with the scale, with the amount. Then I take down the exposure even more. Then what I want to change is the scale. The scale is from default to 100. Well, I really like the small scale a lot. And of course, you can change the angle, you see, and you can change even the height of the angle, what you want. So you get different kind of stripes, just a slight one. And click on the place depth center. You can even move where the light is coming from. So this is a kind of cool, whatever effect you want to achieve, you can change that. But you still have the possibility, and we just tap on that, we go back to the edit here, you have it here, you can mask it whenever you want to mask out, for example, the eye, you can do that, so it's not going to be affected that. I think you know how that works, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. But you can change to dots, so you get this kind of dots pattern. It's really cool. So I really like that. It's really an invention, I would say, because when you want to do that, it needs a lot of work in Photoshop. So this is kind of cool. I imagine there will be more patterns coming. So as I said, I'm just showing you like a beta version. Also, the UI might change. So this is really, really cool. I'm just going down a bit here as well. So when we look before and after, let's do that. Before and after, it's really cool. I really like that. By the way, this background I used for this use case is one which is available on the Skylum marketplace under my profile. I have a couple of them there available, so you can use them. It's like a wood one, or here we have a marble one, or we have here like a concrete one, and those are really cool for making compositions. So check this out if you're interested to buy them, because there is also, you actually don't need Photoshop to remove the background. You can do that also in Luminar itself. So let's imagine if you have this composition, let's go back to the starting point, removing background. Imagine we have the original here is actually under the layers here, masking, and then we have remove background. In my opinion, it does a really great job as it does with my plugin in Photoshop, but you can choose yourself. However, you can do it and apply with adding here a layer. You see, I have different ones here. I can choose the layer. So not for this one. I'm going to show you that on another one because I did it first on this one. So when you go to the composition here, you see we have the layers added. When we go to the layers, I will see it here. The original done. So the selection wasn't that good as in Photoshop, but it's okay. It's okay. But here we would be able to change also the layers with another one, you know. So that would be possible. Then we just move it down, scale it, and more opacity. So that would be the same actually. Note that you need the extension for the background removal in Luminar Neo. You can find all extensions by clicking on Extras in the top right corner. I will also add a link in the description, as well as the link to the Skylum marketplace where you can buy the black backgrounds I have shown you. They make now some changes with subscriptions and lifetime purchases and so just how to get these Luminar future updates. If you are using Luminar Neo yet, then if you're a subscriber, then you have to do nothing. You get updates. If you purchased a lifetime pass actually already and you are a user, you need this Creative Journey Pass, which is now available for 39 instead of 79 euros or dollar. You need to get this early bird offer. If you don't have a Luminar Neo at all yet, and you buy now a subscription or you purchase a subscription plan, you get the new updates. If you buy now a lifetime license, you need from next year to get future updates from summer 24 and future on a Creative Journey Pass. But with the lifetime purchase now, you get the latest update. It's coming up within end of this year. Another possibility is now if you are already a lifetime owner, you switch to annual pro subscription plan. That's actually possible as well. Then you get all the future updates as long as you pay for the subscription. Don't forget to use my coupon code for 10%. It will be very exciting to test what gives better results. Either, GenErase, or what we know from generative fill from Photoshop, or the SceneExpand, and compared with the Photoshop's expand, as I shared you here. So this is kind of interesting to test. I will make another video. We have a couple of features which are in Luminar Neo as well as in Photoshop. I will make another video where I compare these and give you my opinion. This will be another future video, so stay tuned. If this tutorial didn't make you fall asleep, and if you've learned one thing or two, why not hit that thumbs up? It's free and burns 0.0001 calories. Hey, thanks for watching.